Hey guys, this is bringing you another video. Welcome back to the main account. New recording week. Unfortunately, we played one, lost one. What the heck was that? Ugh, no, get it off. Oh, disgusting. Yeah. Get that pay to win filth off my screen. Anyway, we're playing against a Sedge top, and I kind of knew it was a Sedge top, so I went with something ability power, because obviously she's kind of an armor champion. My theory is Sedge is probably stronger than people think, but I hope I'm going to have relatively a free farmy farm. Second Zoe in a row, by the way. Again, Zoe at the moment, and has been, I would say, for a long time. She is, like, OP. She's just not popular. This guy on our team wanted Viego, but then it got taken away from him, so hopefully he can play Pantheon as well. Yeah, last game we lost, basically our Viger was against a Zoe. The Zoe just perma-roamed, and she got giga-fed. And then we had an Alistair, who was running Spellbook, who didn't roam once, versus an Elise that over-roamed and also got really ahead. So it was just impossible. We were basically outnumbered in every fight we did. It was rough. What champ do I recommend you to climb in top lane? It's hard for me to give proper advice. You find Jackson Trin too boring, Jason River can't carry in late game, should I try set? I find it really hard to give advice because fundamentally you need to play what you actually are good at or what you can play. But there's no point when you say, should you play set? Are you good at set? That's the bigger thing. All the champions you've mentioned, you know, they all can carry, they all can climb. People have done it, you know, there's big examples of basically every champion getting to very, very, very high rating. And a lot of the time, it's not the champion holding you back, it's usually the player. But that's the thing that players don't want to hear, obviously, is, you know, it's them rather than the champion. As the old saying goes, a poor craftsman blames his tools. Our tools as a player of League is the champions that we play. You have to remember, even like when people say, you know, balance in League, we're actually in a very quite balanced state of League. There's some outliers, you know, but we are in actually weirdly a very balanced state of League of Legends right now. So practically every single champion, minus outliers, you could get to high rating with. The only, I would say, individual champion that obviously is one of the biggest exceptions is Yumi, because she's not an individual champion. She is not a playmaker. You know, even disregard the hate of the champion, you can't go into a game and make the difference because you are attached to somebody. So if that somebody isn't very good, your movement is their movement, you know? So there's very little you can actually achieve as a Yumi. That's kind of part of her problem, but yeah. So yeah, as I said, we're going to just kind of look for free farm. I don't think a Sedge can stop me getting to kind of free farm the whole lane phase. And I think eventually we'll probably just be able to kill her. Might need to be like a Leandri's build just to have that health damage that obviously Vlad doesn't really have inbuilt in his kit. Because I'm also thinking they can't really gank me as well. That Alistair's already roaming, so that's more roaming than our Alistair did the entire of late game. Last game, sorry. And he was an Alistair one-trick too.
Please let it all out.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's go! I saw Pantheon coming, so I wanted to, like, delay my escape. I wanted to do damage before, and then have the Pantheon be able to kind of follow it up. So that worked perfectly.
So aptly named.
A lot of the time, laners die when their jungler's going for a gank. Because that Sedge was quite low, but she didn't think about how low she was because she was so honed in on, oh, my jungler's coming, we can go for a play. Yeah, you can, But you're low.
Pool our efforts.
Hey, Indiana. Yumi made you quit League, Riot's biggest mistake. I would probably agree she is one of definitely Riot's biggest mistakes. The problem that you've got, and everyone who's spoken about Yumi, the problem that you've got is you fundamentally can't get rid of her now. And people go, you can. I mean, you can, but they won't. Because in essence, the moment that you make a champion that is no longer in the same pool of champions in League as a whole, Yumi is that outlier. She's the only champion League that doesn't require her own movement. Then you've kind of screwed the pooch. What I mean by that is now there are champion mains of a champion that doesn't move. So all the people that play that champion, if you got rid of it, they would have to quit League. And obviously a lot of people instantly go, oh, they do it, who cares? That's the problem. It's hard for a developer just to flat out go, we're going to get rid of a champion here.
Never
I mean, Riot's kind of gone back and forward to what a Yumi officially is. Riot's kind of fallen back on she's an accessibility thing. They've gone back on, oh, she's a beginner-friendly champion thing. None of that was at all in her initial kind of package of why they were making her. That's all come after the fact of trying to defend the champion.
my cup is half empty.
This isn't going well. Damn, bro. I don't think Karma has enough strength at all to do anything here, by the way. Karma's just not very strong. Dude, why am I having the second Zoe in a row? Roam. Why me? Second game in a row that our mid laner gets destroyed to a Zoe, and then the Zoe just starts roaming. Damn.
Progress.
Unfortunate. Nothing you can really do. And it's this big of a mid diff. And not really sure why someone's playing Karma mid as well. Some odd picks today. Just very weak picks that people are doing. I didn't get that cannon, are you serious? Wait, this Sedge? You went Boots of Lucidity this early?
I'm absolutely livid.
Why do we have a Carmen red? Yeah, I don't know. Support main autofilled is a guess, but I'm not really sure. Pushing this in just in case I need to go help over for the grubbies. He's dead again. Okay.
Please let it all.
She's just sucking. What can you do? Her base damage as a tank is high. Obviously, it will fall off as the game goes on, but damn. It's high right now. It should be going good, potentially. They haven't finished anybody off, though. What?
A harvest moon, so aptly named.
Sure what you're doing.
A drain.
That was weird. That's not the way to play Sedge. Like, she's not that strong that you can just go, I'm tower diving a Vlad. Like, she's kind of, in my mind, as weird as it sounds, because it is like a crazy full tank. She's good at all-ins, but then if the all-in is, like, if you don't get it in the all-in, then you should just move on to the next play. I should have based instantly. I was being like, do I go for that plate? Do I not go for that plate? Should have just based straight away. But now I can't base at all. If I could get a gank, it would be perfect. I think I'm about to get ganked. You know, you just have that feeling sometimes. You're like, uh-oh. Because, you know, Zoe's already roamed. Just makes you think that with that play, it's going to annoy... Oh, okay, she's proxying. I mean, that's good for me. That's not a good idea for her. Because this should make a gank happen. And then you're giving free farm to a Vladimir. I'm cool with, obviously. She's kind of inting. I don't know. And now she's using her ult, and she's dead. And I think I might have even heard ignite. Like, that's just a really bad decision by her. That was odd. And remember, she already used TP, so she can't just TP back to this tower. And I haven't based yet. I'm sitting on nearly 2k gold. That was such a weird decision. And now I can actually get this plate that I couldn't get before. And now I can base. Weird. What would kill me if a Viego thing happens, like, right now? That would absolutely be like, oh! Good. Sweet. That's really good for me. And obviously with Vlad, Healy Boy, you don't need to leave base at absolute full health. To be honest, a lot of the time you don't leave at base at full health anyway, because, like, you want to get to lane as quick as possible. But, yeah, we're doing okay. Obviously, having a 3-1 Zoe's not ideal.
Absolutely living. The clock thickens.
Oh my god, her damage was way higher than I thought. And also, he didn't use Ignite over here. I thought I heard it, but nope. That was stupidly close. Wow. I don't even know what health she was on, but it must have been less than like 50. I can't believe she didn't die. That's crazy. Tanks are just a little bit too overpowered still, I guess. Pant's got ult. I mean, she should be dead. She didn't even have to use ult to kill me. What I'm hoping is she's coming here to proxy, which would be bizarre. Oh, she's actually crossing over. What the heck? This is a weird player. This is either someone that main Sejuani top, or who's never played it before. It's one of the two. I can't put my finger on which one, and that's the weird thing about it sometimes. Sometimes a lot of one-tricks seem like they've never played their champion before. So do I go Leandri next? Okay, there's the TP. If Pantheon came up right now, obviously this player's only playing one-dimensionally. Wait, you think you're Mundo, huh? I mean, even if you go Warmog first item, you're not supposed to actually buy it first because it hasn't even procced. Because Riot refuses to actively nerf the item, people do this dumb stuff. I imagine, by the way, next patch, the Warmogs itself will probably be quite hard nerf. if I had to guess.
Deliciously paid.
A gift from the failure.
Too tanky, bro.
Empty.
She is just simply too tanky. But we scale. And she hasn't actually got Warmogs activated, by the way. It's not like she's just going to wait a few seconds, come back full health. Dude, that was bad. See if I can get the tower. That's what I'm going for right now. If I can get first tower, fantastic. Yep, you get first tower.
Vital decision.
Sweet. There you go. That's feat of strength. That's really good. And obviously feat of strength, it's good to have. You know, it's not a negative obviously to have. It's a benefit to have, but it's not like it's also an automatic win. But the best boot with it is the cooldown reduction boot.
I'd love a fight.
So much so that there's a group of people that do not upgrade their boot until they know who has feat of strength. And then when they learn who has feat of strength, they then basically upgrade their boot accordingly. Of if they get feat of strength, they'll buy boots of lucidity every single time, pretty much on every champion. And if they don't get feat of strength, they'll buy their normal typical Warmogs or whatever. Not Warm, Ninja Tabby or whatever boot it is. Merc Treads. So we will probably upgrade our boots earlier than normal this game because we are a champion that benefits from boots of lucidity a lot. That's a lot of plants. What the heck? A lot of people ignore these. Again, it's the type of thing that should you go really out of your way to get them? Probably not. But if they're around you and you've got nothing to do, go for it. I am worried that I don't know if our Karma will be able to do anything as the game goes on. But if she, honestly, if she turns into kind of just a heal bot and a shield movement speed bot for a Vlad, that's pretty good. Why did our Thresh get... Okay. This Thresh seems an interesting fellow.
I'm absolutely livid.
Does more damage than me.
A harvest moon.
That won't last forever. Yeah, I think going Leandri second does make sense. I think she's obviously hit the health thingy now, by the way, so he does just regen back to full health.
Let's pool our efforts.
An Alistair. Again, really takes a long time to kill him. And they might not even kill him.
Got you. Under my skin.
The only way I'm going to be able to kill her, I think, to be honest, is like
My
the items. I think I need Leandri's for my next item, and then like, what's that item that like gives you more healing and stuff? Not Spirit Visage, like, yeah, Rift Maker, I think. Because like that just gives you more and more and more healing. That basically my healing will just be way too much eventually. And then to cap it all off, then a Death Cap. If I get those 4 items with upgraded Boots of Lucidity, I'm basically God. Stand in the way. That Pantheon reacted so slowly. Do you guys see that? He just didn't react. That was weird, man. Russia's played that pretty well.
A vital decision.
Apparently did not need to ultimate there. Zoe's doing typical weird Zoe stuff, split pushing on a champion that's not supposed to split push. Standard. Alright. We take those. That started quite bad as well. Remember, we didn't even have an AD carry that fight. He got caught instantly and he wasn't protected, so that's without an AD carry. So that's great. And we get out of can. I think I could have maybe got a bit more from that fight. It's a shame that, like, I think I was going to kill the Jinx. She flashed. I think I still would have got her. And I don't even think I obviously got... I didn't get any kills, I don't think, at all. Which is a shame. Is she committing to split push? Yeah. The Sedge in the end of the day is 1 and 5, so she's not having a fantastic game. I think we have to give that dragon. We're not really in position to realistically go for it.
I'm absolutely livid.
Just let them have it. The only chance you could do is somehow Pantheon gets over and then Thrush lanterns him out, but the risk is so high. So Sedge obviously is now trying to heavily group. It's probably the fact that, again, we don't want this game to go too long, otherwise there's going to be a very strong Vladimir on the enemy team. So they'd rather try and group up, make some big grouping play happen, than hopefully end the game in the next few minutes. But I don't know, I don't really get the impression that the game's going to end in the next few minutes, to be honest. Give me all the cooldown reduction. Oh.
A harvest moon, so aptly.
Just came top. Oh. God. This could go well. They're going crazy all in for a support. You cannot stop the Vladimir! This is what you guys were scared of! The Vladimir! Yeah. What are they gonna do? This is the thing, the Sedge just picked a bad pick. And she blind picked Sedge top, by the way. And for those like, oh, she might have tried to like disguise it as its jungle. No, there was a Viego locked in too. Why is he barriered? What am I missing? Why is he just gone crazy? Why do I get these players, man? We just won a big fight and our Jhin just randomly blew barrier for no reason? Is he sad that the Vlad who just took over that fight is taking farm in his own technical lane? That would be weird. Ooh. Dude, don't play with fire, man. Aaron's up in 50. He may have misclicked, but that type of thing, misclicking a summon spell also is rarer the higher rating you go. Right, should I just go bot? Karma can go bot. I think I actually want to be in fights. I want level 16, but I'm half a level away. I'm very strong right now. I am worried that the Jin's mental's gone or something, because... I don't know, it seems weird what's just going on. We need to push bot lane out. That's why maybe I should have gone bot, but then I don't know, it's that feeling of distrust your team. Like, yeah, the Sedge is just committing bot. Karma, if she's got TP, Karma should go bot lane. Why is Karma mid? Karma can go push it out. There's no way a Sedge will kill her because all Karma has to do is ultimate W and she's fine. What can you do against my Vladimir? Nothing. You can do nothing to my Vladimir. That's why I wanted to remain grouped, by the way. They can't do anything to me. Their comp isn't good against the Vlad. This is the perfect pick, was Vladimir, baby. Let's go. Nice. Let's go. And I've only got 3 items. I thought I was going to be unstoppable after 3. I'm unstoppable after 2. I haven't even like built for burst. I've just built to basically survive. I'm not doing bam damage yet. I'm basically just going, right, you can't kill me. I'm going to just slowly take over the fight and heal throughout. And like that's basically capped off these 3 items. So now our last 2 items are going for big damage. Death Cap and then probably like Storm Surge. Now we want to build for that big damage. that Viego! What are you doing? Boom! Let's go! Do you see that Viego basically ran it for me and didn't get me because I W'd? So they know, the enemy team know, they're like, we have to kill this Vlad. Like, even though my KD isn't, like, insane, we are carrying these fights. So much that Viego just tried to run through our team to get to me, and it went bad. That's crazy. GG's! What a win! Vlad top. That's where something like a Sedge, you know, I'd say, again, it's the Warmogs that's the problem. They need to change Warmogs somehow. And obviously, they already have a bit. But the Warmogs is what makes the Mundo Aloy strategy unhealthy. It's what makes the Sejuani annoying in lane phase. It's the Warmogs. It's not the champions, it's the Warmogs. So, oh, she doesn't play any Sedge top, by the way. It's a Smurf, by the look of it. Only level 53 account. Yeah, she just randomly decided to play it. Weird. But yeah, so basically, this was a kind of cookie cutter Vlad game of give him time. Just give me time, and I'll take over the game. Especially when they don't have something that has the kind of equal in power that can stop a Vladimir. They had nothing. So, yeah. So there you go. Proof's in the pudding. Highest damage in the game by over 10... Well, basically, yeah, over 10,000 damage more than anybody else. Second most damage in the game, hilariously, was the Sejuani. So, yeah, we completely took over this match. Very nice. Very, very nice. Weird. Again, if you're auto-filled to top lane, I wouldn't play Sedge top. That's a bit of an odd pick. But, yeah. And again, if you want to play something like Sedge top lane, I would not do it if you have to early pick it. And I don't know why they had to early pick it. I believe the enemy team had last pick, but I guess they just didn't give the top lane the last pick. So, yeah, very odd that they had the Viego locked in and then locked in Sedge. So then immediately you're like, okay, it's Sedge top. Weird. But yeah, really good game. Also, just to remind the YouTube audience, I'll probably mention it a few times here and there throughout this recording session and stuff. This upcoming Saturday, the 28th, I believe, of June, is our subathon on Twitch, starting at 10 a.m. UK time. Probably my last ever subathon as a kind of full-time creator. Obviously, I'm not going anywhere. I'm still making content and still streaming, but very likely going to be the last one properly. But if you want to hang out, please do come over to the Twitch channel. We'll be playing some League games, some TFT games, but then playing other games as well. And it's going to be like a really nice community feel is the idea. Not sure I'll be doing any ranked, because what I don't want, and I think sometimes over the years my subathons have fallen in the trap to kind of just feel like a normal stream of, oh, Huzz is playing ranked, but it's a subathon. I actually want this to feel different. I want this to be a big community feel. So if you can make it, I'd appreciate it. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Pretty chill game of Vladimir. Do throw a like on it, throw a comment, throw a subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Welcome to the Rift, where the legends play. It's HuzzyGames bringing skill every day. From tips to tricks and play so fine. You'll learn the game and have a good time. Thanks for watching, you're the real MVP. Hit that like and sub, join the family tree. Like, comment, and subscribe. Keep the Huzzy dream alive. Tune in on Twitch, it's the place to